In this demo, we're going to demo the Windows Ascot client installation using the installation media. I've got the installation media already loaded into the drive, so I'm going to just launch my computer, access the DVD, and we'll get the installation program startup. And in order to install the client, we go to Install More Components. That will allow us to install the web access, GroupWise monitor, calendar, publishing host, and the Windows client. Last button here, Install GroupWise client. We'll just select that. Then the installation client installer will launch. We'll say OK on the English language. Launches the installer for the Windows client. It will install all necessary components needed for the GroupWise client on the workstation if they're not already installed. See the new branding again with the new icon and the new coloring. Take a few moments to load. Now we're ready to launch the installer. We can select next. It'll ask us if we want to do a typical or custom install. If I select custom install and select next, we'll see the choices that we have are for the languages of installation. Default is English, that's what we chose originally. We have our software integrations, whether we want them on or not for document management. And we have our internet browser mail integration as well, whether it be installed or not. At this point, we'll just leave the defaults. This would be what a typical install would be had I chosen typical. We'll just leave the defaults, select next. Asks us where we would like to place the program group, whether it be program folder called GroupWise. We want to add the icon to the desktop, add it to the quick launcher as well. Do we want to add notify to the startup? Yes or no. The default is no. So we'll select next, and then we're ready to do the install. So we'll install all necessary components, including all the Microsoft components for MAPI and .NET if they're needed on the workstation. And the installation will take a few moments. At a certain point, we'll notice that an icon will appear on the desktop and in the quick launch bar. And there they go. Notice the icon again with the new branding, envelope over the teal green, and an envelope on the quick launch bar. We'll just wait for the finalization to finish. And once it's done, we can either launch the program or select finish. We're just going to select finish. We'll close out all of our open dialog boxes. Before launching the client, I'm going to just modify the properties of the launcher so that we'll add the switch /@u-, which brings up the dialog box on every login. We'll do that both on the icon on desktop and the icon on the quick launch bar. And once that's done, I can now use either one of them to launch the GroupWise client. We'll use their desktop icon, the branding. Here we'll use my credentials, my password, the default password that every user was given during the install process, and the IP address of the server. Default port will be 1677, so we don't need to enter that. We'll see it at 1677. And then the client launches. So now we need that. Installation has been successful and successfully communicated to the post office. So let's just create a new mail. We'll access the address book, and we'll see that we have all of our users that we had previously installed. I'll just remove all these users, select 2, select OK, and we'll just give them a welcome to GroupWise. Message. And we'll send that. And if we quickly look at our sent items, we'll see that we had 18 recipients of that mail. And the mail has been delivered. If we look at its properties, we can look at the properties. and we'll see that it's been delivered to 18 users. This completes the media install of the GroupWise client.